and wanted to know, I know that you're a medium and you're well trusted in the community, about if there's anything that comes through from anyone in who's passed over.
Do you have anyone specific that
My
you want me to
grandmother.
kind of connect with for time's sake?
Yeah, my grandmother.
Give me a couple seconds. Let me tune in here and see if I can reach her. Okay. Well, she's pretty loud to me, so she's kind of like, well, I'm here. So she definitely has a very in-your-face personality, I will say this. And kind of funny because, I was kind of like getting ready to tune in. I'm like, is it maternal? Who should I reach for? And she's like slapping me. So obviously she's like, duh. So she's definitely connected with you 100%. She's here to try to make sure that your path is clear. She's here to make sure that you actually going on the right path. She's here to make sure that you actually are making sure that you're allowing yourself to carry on the essence of who you are, that you can actually inspire people and not having people interfering with that energy or slowing you down. Because it might be that, you have people around you that you consider that, but they're hogging your space up too much and you don't realize that because they're not being malicious, but she wants to be more conscious of that. So you can be more free-flowing with your relationships and free-flowing with what your agenda is moving forward. I really feel like she's saying you're going to be teaching people or guiding people or leading people. And that leading part is very important to me too, because it seems more like a spiritual essence of that, and more like a calling that might be unfolds for you at some point this year, like a realization for that. And so not that I'm saying it's a career, I mean, it could be, but it's just more like a calling that you feel led to do that will kind of complete your life in a sense.
How do I know that she's trying to tell me something? Like, what would I know as her? I don't know if I'm asking the question.
No. You're asking a question. This is kind of what I speak about on my lives a lot of times too, is that a lot of times we actually create the manifestations. It's not actually spirit. So your grandma for me comes more with a scent and like a floral scent. That's what she says to me. And so every other thing to me feels like it's like a physical manifestation that you connect with her spirit. That's one thing I, as a medium, I'm very clear about. Sometimes they will show, a certain animal, creature, something like that. That's very generic. That's why, does every spirit send a butterfly? But there's some sort of connection with that we create, right? Your grandma said it's more about feeling for her and audibles and the noises. And like you said, she makes knockings and she also shows up with a floral scent, some sort of essence of a floral scent. And again, the scent thing kind of is like I would say the manifestation of the feeling sense, but that's really how I feel like her presence comes to me, and more emotional, very push. Not like I'm just here to kind of like, appease your belief system. And she just wants to push.
Yeah, that's totally her. Yeah, she's totally like in your face. Like
it's
hey.
I don't like it as a medium. I don't like that because I'm like, well, I'm a medium. I got to prove that the validation, all this stuff, and it's like she just doesn't want to do that, And so I think if you were sat her down in person, she wouldn't play that game in person either.
She wouldn't, and it sounds like her. So she don't play. But I mean, is it too specific to ask her favorite perfume?
I think the cologne or perfume, if I were to define that, it's kind of like, I don't know if it's like, gardenia smell with vanilla. I couldn't tell you. I'm so bad.
It is. It totally is, Scott.
Okay.
It totally is.
Because I don't know how else to describe that. Because I just got more of a white tint when it comes to smell that. You know what I mean? But she likes lavender for her spirit, essence of that.
Okay.
All right.
What does she think about the changes my dad has made? So, with their house.
I was going to say, is it a house? Don't tell me anything. Please don't give me anything.
Okay.
We'll see what he's done. Yeah, because she didn't give me much specifics. I'm like, I want to try to get as much as I possibly can. She's like, the face she gives me is kind of like, she's like, oh, my son always has his way about going through things. So she's kind of laughing that your dad might have been clumsy with this project. I don't know if she's kind of saying like he kind of was a little clumsy with it in the sense of, but trying to get control of it, but he was in control of it. So she's like, I'm giving him crap, but she's like, it's fine, it's good. The whatever addition, I think there's an addition created or some sort of change that extended something. She's saying, it's good, it was needed. Did they want her to pass at home? Were they trying to get her to be passing at home? Were they trying to do that? To connect her passing at home, because I feel like they were trying to get her to pass at home, but she, either it didn't happen, but I feel like she's okay with that not coming to fruition in a sense, and I just feel like she's saying like there was some hesitation about her. I wanted to pass her. I wanted to be at the house, but she wasn't, and it's okay if that makes sense.
All those things are true.
So, she's like, she's quite fine. I'm not that picky, even though I appear to be very picky. I'm not that picky, she says.
But she is.
but you know, but that's the sarcasm I put behind that, because I'm like, yeah, right, because like you're picky but you're not picky. But she just wants you to know her passing was extremely comfortable for her. Okay, that she wasn't really uncomfortable. She's like, I was being a little picky, yes, in my passing and stuff, but I just want everyone to know I really appreciate how they've handled my passing. I really appreciate how they, you know, were there for me and cared for me, and actually were kind of, you know, kissing my ass. She says.
They
So.
always were. They always were. Yeah.
I'm like, so she can understand that. She thinks you're very strong, and she says, you know, you're becoming more of a matriarch yourself. So she's kind of passing the torch to you.
Oh, I'll accept.
All right, my love, it's a pleasure. Have a wonderful rest of your night.
Be well. Thank you.
You too. Blessings.